So I'm doing step 1 in lab 2, which is the essentials portion of setting up our template. I'm going to create a new virtual machine. I'm going to leave it typical. I'm going to do an ISO. All the ISOs are stored on C drive, ISOs folder. The first one is going to be server 2012 R2. I'm not going to do a password just yet. Data center should be fine. I'm going to get a warning because I'm not doing it with a key. That's fine for now. The important part is we want to make this a template. So I'm going to go ahead and call it template. Also, the saving location, that's extremely important. We need to save this on D drive. And at least for me, I'm sticking everything in a VMware's folder, or a VM's folder, and this is for my class for VMware. So I'm going to go ahead and save everything that I have in that folder. And this is going to be my template. So I'm saving it on D drive, and this specific VM will be called template, so that's a good place for it. Most of this I'm going to leave defaults. One thing I am going to up is going to be the memory. I'm going to go ahead and do 2 processors and 4 gigs of memory. I'm also going to check the virtualization Intel VTX, because in my particular instance, my board handles it, and it should power on. You may get a few warning messages, like global printing, things of that nature. You can ignore most of those. And the Windows installation process shouldn't take overly long, but you never know. I'm going to try to do this without entering a serial number. The actual installation process shouldn't take very long. I'm not going to sit here and record every step of this, so I'm going to go ahead and pause it till this part finishes. So there should be a few restarts while it's going through this process. That's pretty normal. Okay, so luckily on my machine it's not taking too terrible long, which I should be coming up to the actual input phase here in a second. Nice thing is I'm doing this with M.2, so installation normally for VMs take only a few minutes instead of longer. Okay, actually that took less than 5 minutes to go and create. So go ahead and install VMware tools. We're going to install some basic items. Okay, apparently he wants to restart after VMware tools. Okay, so it already went ahead and did that. I'm actually going to turn off the enhanced security for IE, so local server. I'm going to turn both of those off. I need to install a few basic programs. For our template. So I want to go ahead and I want to download Chrome. It shouldn't take very long. Alright, Chrome's installed. I want to install Adobe Reader. Okay, the download finished. I'm going to go ahead and run the setup on it. I'm going to manually download all updates. Again, this is for just testing purposes. I don't want it to be constantly auto-updating. Alright. Next, I want to do Flash. Nice thing is, Flash is already integrated, so Flash should be good. We already installed Chrome, Adobe Reader, Flash, and VMware tools. So the last step for all of this is updates. I'm going to go to Control Panel, Updates. I'm going to turn on updates, and I'm going to let updates run. Alright, so updates we're going to be running for a little while, because right now it's the first set is showing 210. So I'm going to go ahead and start the download for all of them. And I'm going to pause till the updates are done. Alright, quick little update. It's been almost 40 minutes and we've downloaded the first 194. Sorry, we've installed the first 194. So again, yeah, this process does take a while. I'm pointing this out because when people ask, well, why are we creating templates? The templates really do help long term, especially with the speed of deployment. Okay, so about 50 minutes later, I got my second set of updates, so I'm going to go ahead and run my updates again. Got a few more updates found, so again, I'm going to go ahead and install them. Okay, so updates have finished, so I'm going to go ahead and start my Sysprep. So Sysprep is in C drive, Windows, System 32, Sysprep. I'm going to go ahead and generalize it, and I actually want to shut it down. Click OK, and it will power off my VM once it's done stripping everything. You have to be careful with Sysprep. You have to do it so it will remove all identifiers. It regenerates all of the SIDs, and it makes this template portion function. This is important. Sysprep can take anywhere between a few minutes to longer. So for this part, you've got to be patient. And when it's done, it should shut down completely. So once it's shut down completely, we actually want to navigate to settings. We want to choose options. And we should be able to go down to advanced. And we're going to set this for enable template mode. Alright, so once you're done with that, go ahead and click OK. We want to make a snapshot of this, so right click on it, snapshot. I'm going to call this one snapshot lab 02. And the last thing is, I'm creating this for other people, and I'm going to go and export this to OVF. I again want to save this as template in my VMs folder under VMware. This is going to be my actual template, so I'm just going to place it in my VMware folder. And the exporting is the last step that I'm going to do before moving on to step 2. Okay, so once the exporting is done, it just kind of disappears. So we're going to go ahead and go on to step 2 in the next video. Thank you.